mean, look at how far that stretches without even ripping. It's really incredible.
Oh. This is where the people watching will be like, why aren't you helping pull, cameraman?
Hey, how do you get your corner so like paint? And he said, hey man, you know, you basically clean. There's a little rock chip impact right there, but nothing on the paint. Looks good. So a lot of the films that we use, traditionally on the market, there's like what, 8 or 9 different filmmakers. We use a few different films here. We use a Lumar, and then we also use a S-Tech. This has been on for about a year and a half, I think, year and a half. And I want to kind of notate, we're only taking this off because we're actually doing a cosmetic paint protection film on this car now, so we want to have crispy edges. But after a year and a half of being on the vehicle, it's just crystal clear. I mean, there's no yellowing in this film at all. Whereas some other brands on the market tend to yellow quite often. Now, we're really stringent on the products that we run here. And this is actually a Lumar film. So this was Lumar that's coming off right now. And we may end up bulking the bumper, bro.
What does bulking mean for people back
Just
home?
one big piece, no actual pattern itself. I mean, look at how far that stretches without even ripping. It's really incredible. Oh. Let's see like that.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Mm-hmm.
That's just a little bit of that piece, but look, you see?
Mm-hmm.
See me right there. Oh goodness.
Can't focus. Okay. Oh, come on, iPhone, you can do this. There we go. Yo, wow. Yep.
Goodness, I had it right.
Mm-hmm.
That's like usually when we're stripping stuff off and it's you don't have like little bits of adhesive that come off like that. But when you have a little impact, it'll kind of mess up the adhesive when you're actually removing it. On a car that's this low, you know? Right there. See, that's how you know you're doing a little impact. So, actually, I was working at the house the other day, and unfortunately for me, I damaged my thumb, and it's like hasn't been the same for a month.
Is it fully electric?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like whenever those impacts, that's when it causes it to like rip. I just ran there and stopped like that. Yeah. And like, what is this even for? I think it's So we have some damage that we're gonna fix here on the 458 Challenge, and then we're actually gonna trim this out, make it look by design. We're actually gonna put a nice black pinstripe around there, keep the cost down. This is a track car, so eventually when it gets enough damage, we'll bring it back and then we'll justify wrapping it. You know what I mean? So
I just love the Italian flag y'all did on it. Looks so good.
Everyone loves those Italian flags. I don't know what it is. It's so sick, man.
It's awesome.
After the Italian motor. It looks perfect, man. So
That is awesome.
he curb rashed his rim going into the Marriott downtown. Like it was nothing. Yeah, he was like, oh, I don't even care.
Yeah, dude, wheelies? Yeah.
Heavy gal.
This is where the people watching will be like, why aren't you helping pull, cameraman? Exactly.
I really do love the manifold.
Carbon manifolds? Mm-hmm.
Well, the Cialis came so good.
I want to do an upgraded airbox in mine.
That's a full carbon airbox.
I want to do the same thing in mine.
Yeah. Not cheap.
High flow. It's like $5 grand or something, right?
Yeah.
But man, you can feel it. Everybody says everybody says it's a different, you know, you can, I mean, it's naturally aspirated. It's not like we're going to get much more out of it, but I mean, an extra, you can feel it. Right now, I am actually applying a inch pinstripe to the actual windshield portion of this Ferrari 458 Challenge car. Good friend of ours, Rudy, actually runs these out at Coda, and he had brought it to us recently and had mentioned that they had replaced the windshield due to damage. The actual windshield gasket itself was a little bit thinner this time than the last one, and so we had two options here. Option one is we could have charged him to totally remove and replace the actual whole roof, but a game time decision I had mentioned to him, just to save some cost since it is a track vehicle, is for us to actually do a nice pinstripe here, not in white, but in black, that would actually allow it to look like it was by design. So we saved him about $1,000, and we're getting him in and out pretty quick. Both parties are a happy camper. It literally does look like it's by design too with the gloss black. That's the reason why I wanted to do that. Here the damage was a little bit thicker on this side. So again, it's gonna look by design, but we're trying to make it look exactly the same all the way around, right? So we're gonna follow the same line here. Again, we've already cut back where we need to. We did a really nice tape line there at the straight edge. Again, mind you, you should not be cutting on any vehicles if you're not professional enough to do that. It's taken many years to get as comfortable as I am cutting vinyl on a car like this. So I, number one, don't recommend it at all if you can avoid it. But secondly, it is a part of your craft, right? So you should be constantly working to get better just in case you ever have to utilize that. But we again, try to eliminate often as much as we can having to put actual blades to clients' vehicles. Here I'm actually just using the back of the windshield glass as my straight edge here. Mind you, this is Lexan glass, so you have to be very, very, very careful. You cannot touch this with anything as a blade or anything like that. It will not, there's no way to fix it. Now we're gonna tuck behind that glass. There you go. Now it looks by design. To get used to these challenge doors, they're so light, you know? I mean, literally, like, could take that and frisbee it across the street if we wanted to, you know? I mean, they're so light, you gotta like slam the doors, you know, to get them down. But so right here, there's actually damage right here. This is actually the portion that caused, I don't know what hit him while he's at the track, but this is actually what caused the damage to this portion. So we're actually gonna knifeless this here, trace it to here, finish this off, that one's a wrap. We've done a look over it, everything looks good. Yep, just white, just a little piece of white. So this one. Always ask, hey, how do you get your corners like paint and stuff, right? And someone back in the day, I forgot who it was, I think his name was Brian actually, out in California. I've had really good training, but you know, I've had I'm always constantly wanting to learn in this business, right? So this guy I had actually I'd never met him in person, but I was a big fan of his installation quality and everything like that. And so I reached out to him and asked him the same thing everyone asked me. Hey, how do you get your corners so like paint? And he said, hey man, you know, you basically melt them. So you get it literally so hot that it turns almost to liquid, right? And then you can go ahead and get your corners like paint. So now that I've done that, all the edges and everything for the most part, if I have room, all come out like paint.